Hi everyone, it's GBGW Time with Andrea, and for today's video we are going to be talking all about the one-on-one arena in this game, Gundam's GBGW. So, just going to go from the top all the way down, and we'll talk about access to it first. For those of you who don't already know, the only way you can start playing the arena is if you finish up through Story Mission 3. So, all the way up at the top. And the later ones won't appear for you anyway. So you have to do, let's see, Prologue 1, Prologue 2, Chapter 1, all the way up through Chapter 3. You have to complete Chapter 3. I believe this is when, this is where it will let you know. Yay, I'm the winner! Anyway, yes. So, no story missions you can play. Well, yes, okay. Anyway, so, yeah, so it takes you all the way up. Once you finish Chapter 3, then it's, and of course it's not going to do it right now, I shouldn't have even thought. It'll say, you've just unlocked Arena 1-on-1. And the arena is absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favorite parts about the game. It's kind of tedious a little bit because it happens every single day. But they do give us fun conditions to work towards. And I love the rewards. And then there's also the ranking system. So you come in here, that's the arena right there under missions, and the conditions are listed right here. Well, right here is overdrive mode, and the sortie conditions are right here. The sortie conditions are usually, when it's one-on-one, going to be something like you have to be, like, let's see, what are the sort of conditions they've done since I'm playing? Amphibious, ace, long range, I mean, like tags, things like that. Theoretically, they can also have you use a long shooter, or I think they've done that before, a supporter, or they could, anything that you can possibly build a gunpla around, they're going to use as a condition. And it just makes it more interesting and more difficult, and it's fun. Anyway, okay, so right now we're in overdrive mode. Overdrive mode is crazy. It's when when other people have an advantage, they really have an advantage. And by advantage, I mean when you come... Actually, we're not going to exit out of here. I can show you right here. These advantages right here. The PTT. So just remember that S is over P, and P is over T, T is over S, etc. So my build is a T build right now, so I would want to go up against an S. If they don't have what you're looking for in here, you can actually update enemies, and I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyway. There are no S's or P's in here, or are no S's in here, which honestly does not matter because we're at the very beginning of the arena. And I honestly also don't go by that very much, but in overdrive mode you're going to want to, because when they have the advantage over you, they're really hard to beat, and it's a lot of fun. It was so much fun last time. Anyway, so if nobody has an attribute, if you don't have an attribute and they don't have an attribute, that's when there's like the dotted circle that goes around it, little dotted circle instead of the letter, then no one will have an advantage, which is, not too bad. Let's see, what else was there? Okay, so bonuses. Every single day, you're given bonuses based on where you were before. So I am right here at letter F. I've just barely started for this this round, for this week. And so tomorrow, if I stay in letter F after I complete all 3 missions, they'll give me, or even if after I complete 1, they'll give me 10 Haros and 2 Nippers and 40,000 capital and 6 arena coin. If I get to E, then I'll get these, and so on and so forth. So that's how they do the rankings. So you get these ranks right here, but there's also a number rank that you're assigned. And the number rank will show up right here when you've actually started playing. The number rank is this right here, 250. It's like kind of like a point system. So I have to get 250 points or numbers or scores or whatever to get to the next rank, which would be, if I know the alphabet, E. And so once I do 250 or 2,500 points, then I will rank up. And you can see the basic points right here is 2,000, 1,400, 1,000. And so if I want to get 2,500 points, then I need to hit 2,000. And so you're like, well, that's impossible. 2,500 to get, 2,000 to get to 2,500. There's also a rank multiplier. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't know where I talk about it, but I do have that written down. So anyway, so that's how the conditions, how the bonuses work. It is time sensitive. You need to keep that in mind. You're allowed to play 3 times every 24 hours with a caveat. On Sundays, you are allowed to, the arena starts every Sunday evening, and you only have 12 hours before, a little over 12 hours. So it goes like from 8 p.m. Pacific time until 1 p.m. the next day Pacific time. You only have that time to participate. If you miss out, then it causes problems. Usually you'll be a day behind everybody else. And so they refresh once a day, and then you have 3 more options the next day, and then you'll have 3 more options. You lose previous opportunities if you do not take advantage of them during that day. That's one reason why I'm always like, make sure you log in every day and do everything you're supposed to do every day. I've got a video on what you should do every single day. So missing one day can actually cause big problems if you're aiming for rank. Now, back to the bonuses. So you're given reward bonuses based on your rank, and I already showed those. So these are the reward bonuses you're given based on your rank, which is this side. But you're also given bonuses based on how you do compared to other players. And at the end of the tournament, rewards are sent to you, and they appear in your gift box, and they're based on your rank. And you can see your rank compared to other people here. I don't have a ranking because I haven't actually started playing. How much time? I have 10 minutes about to get to playing. So they are, and a note about the ranks that are sent to your gift box after the end of the arena, they're distributed sequentially. So basically, they're not going to come absolutely right at the refresh time of 1 p.m. Pacific time. So, anyway, let's see. And, oh yeah, there's a note I wanted to make when you go over into notices. If you go into notices, they'll tell you ahead of time what your potential reward would be based on your ranking. And so you come in here, and the rewards, you can get daily rewards depending on your letter rank as determined by your arena points every day. So, reward details. So the daily rewards, it's pretty much the same as what's over there. Actually, yes, it is. Yep, right down here. That's what I showed you. Okay, now, at the end of the arena, these are the rewards that you can possibly get depending on your rank. If you rank number 1, you get a title. You get that many Haro chips, those nippers, and that much capital. And then you can see all the way down. So I'm usually ranking here or here. So, you can't see it. I'm usually ranked 500 to 1,000 or 1,000 to 5,000. And so, that's not too shabby, right? Obviously, I'd like to be doing better than that, but I'm not a professional player. This is just a hobby and just something I do for fun. And so, but you can see where you are ranked according to other players every single day. If you come, you'll see your rank right here, and then you can click on this to see who the top ones are. And right now, we've got, this is Char. He's in my Discord channel. He's one of my officers. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a whole bunch who are tied at number 5. And then I think it drops pretty quickly after that. Yeah, 562. Anyway, so keep an eye on this if that's important to you. If you have, a chance to get in there, it's going to be, your rank's probably going to be, especially if you're a beginner, it's going to be really, really low for quite some time until you start playing regularly and start getting better parts. Better parts do affect how well you do, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But let me make sure I've got everything covered here. I've got my list here. Yeah, so your rank, you get a rank according to other players, and rewards depends on how you do and what your final arena points are. Oh yeah, so this is a passive competition. There aren't any live battles. You're basically battling against other suits based on their results. So how they did the day before, and when you're in the F and the D and the E rank, down here. So these 3 right here, you're battling against computers, basically. But then once you get up to CB, all the way up, you're battling people based on how they did. And so it's randomized, and sometimes you'll see people you know in here. Generally, I've actually never seen anybody I know in here, but that's probably because I don't pay attention to the names, which is a shame because it's kind of fun, in theory, to see people that you know. Let's see. I think that's everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, I already showed you. So you can refresh your enemies up to 3 times every day, and that's... Remember that is, you have 3 times to play. You don't get 3 refreshes per time. You get 3 refreshes per day. So, yeah. Okay, so picking a suit. You're going to want to pick a suit, obviously following the conditions, and the conditions will be listed right here, what the conditions are. You'll pick a suit based on what that is, and then you'll want to build the most powerful suit around that condition with the most power possible. So if you're a long shooter, you're going to want to aim for a lot of shot attack. If you're an infighter, you're going to aim for a lot of infighting, in melee attack, etc., and so on and so forth. If you're not sure how your suit will do, test it on friend battles, not on auto though. A lot of people love playing on auto. That's fantastic. It evens the playing field. But when you're playing arena, you should not be playing on auto. And so test on your friends, on their suits. See how you do. If you can beat them, then you've got a good chance of beating. If you can beat them while they're on auto and you're on manual, you've got a good chance of winning in the arena. Make sure before you go in, you know what your attribute is. Like I said, mine is T, and then as I said, aim for your attribute advantage. So S over P over T. The way I remember that is spit. You're going to spit on your opponent. In the arena, we're going to spit. So S over P over T. I'm going to spit on... and another thing, aim for as many points as possible that you think you can handle, because... going down here, you're not going to rank up as quickly. Of course, when you're a very beginner, you're going to want to do what you can do and do what you can handle. But once you've been doing this for a while, almost always go for the top one. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the top one. I believe this is set up correctly still. Yes, it is. So, and they actually have the advantage over me, P over T, but it does not matter because this is such a low ranking person computer that I should be able to destroy them pretty quickly. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this really quickly because I want to make sure I get all mine. Ooh, I love that. I want to make sure I get all of mine. And you see that, the red, so he had the advantage, and because it's an overdrive, usually one shot would kill them, absolutely destroy them on that first one. But because he had the advantage over me, he had red over me, then it was harder. I didn't get a one-shot him. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So you get your basic points, and then you get a multiplier based on how you do. So the faster you kill someone, if they don't do any damage to you, etc., you get a higher multiplier. If they do damage to you, you get a lower multiplier. If it takes you several seconds instead of like just a couple seconds to kill somebody, then you get a lower multiplier. And then, so it's 2,000 times this, and that's how much you get. And look, I barely squeaked up 16 points. Like I said, I'm usually way better than that. But they did have the advantage over me. And so keep track of the advantage, especially this week with the overdrive mode, because the overdrive, I mean, it's really difficult if you're going up against somebody who has an advantage over you. The last time they did this was very challenging and very fun too. So I'm going to go for this guy again. And because it's the higher points, basic points is 2,800. You saw the other one was 1,400. 1,400 with a multiplier is still probably not going to get me as high as 2,800. So I am still going to keep going for the most powerful, but I will end up using my refresh later days, just not today. So he's T and I am T, so neither of us have an advantage. So theoretically, the target thing on him should be white. If it's blue, then that means you have the advantage. Yep, white. Woo! Did you see that? Win! Comes charging up at me. Yeah, so if it's white, neither of you have the advantage. If it's blue, then you have the advantage. If it's red, then they have the advantage over you. So points obtained, 3523. Oh, I forgot to show you the other part on that. Teehee. We'll go over that next mission, or the next time I battle. Next time I beat... Let's see. Okay, so, and then again, 37,962. Yeah, check this out. You see that? 37,000, they only show up to 999, 999, 98. So I'm obviously not, and that's also, okay, so I've got one more chance to play. This is also based on them most likely having played 3 times. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. Before the clock turns around, I'm going to go up against an all-rounder who will have power against me, over me. So let's see how this goes. This is actually going to be interesting. And it's in one of my least favorite arenas. And they have an attribute over the advantage over me. And they're an all-rounder, so theoretically they will be, I mean, they'll be different than if they were, whatever, I can talk. So, and dead. Saw that they were coming at me and shooting. They're behaving kind of like a middle shooter outfighter, shooting and coming after me. I still did rank up, so that's good. Okay, so arena points, I went from 6,000 to 11,067, and that is where I stand according to ranking with other people. They give you 3 coins per mission, per arena mission event, and I will show you in just a minute where you go to spend those coins. You get coins every time you play an event. I think it's every time you win. I don't know. Somebody can correct me on that. If you lose, do you still get points or coins? I'm going to guess that if you do, you don't get as many. Okay, so my temporary rank is 5,022. That still does not get me on this list. And they're adding the points, the arena points from that mission to the ones that I got from the other missions. Or no, sorry, that's adding to this thingy right here. But my rank is 5,022. Okay, it's like confetti in the background. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and go check out the store. Let me make sure I've covered everything I want to cover here. Better you do. Okay, so the faster you kill and you don't get damage, then you get a higher multiplier. Let's go ahead and go over to the store. Okay, so the store expires, I think it's every 3 months. And pay attention to that, because I seriously regret not maxing out Johnny Ridden's arms while I had the chance. Your arena coins will build up pretty quickly, probably because you're not going to be in here every single day buying stuff. I usually come in here when I have like 900 arena coins, and then I buy a bunch of things and either sell them to get platinum coins, or I combine them and get, max out their benefits, which, for example, Asuno, has this awesome right here, Transformer all power boosted 25%. So while Transformer, you get the shot defense 10%, and if you're running this person, then you get all power boosted 25%. And then also if you have Ace exclusive and Transformer, I mean shot defense and shot attack, that's pretty awesome. He's not absolutely fantastic, but he is pretty well rounded, as you can see. And so if I were you, I would take advantage of that. Just buy a whole bunch of them, max them out. As you can see, there is no limit, so which I absolutely love that about this. If you need platinum coins, you can come in here, you can buy a bunch of these, you can go sell them, and then you come into platinum coin exchange, and you can get a whole bunch of cool stuff in the platinum coin store. I've already bought pretty much everything I'm interested in. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, make sure you keep an eye on that store. It expires. I mean, it takes so long for it to come up, the expiration, but when it does, it really, really creeps up on you. I'm going to actually go ahead and do the, what do they call it? It was a great pun, because I wanted to do it for this video. It's going to boot me out after I start this. The Roving Azure Fortress Capital-timate. Capital-timate. Okay, so we're going to head and go and do this. Defeat one enemy or more, clear under 300 seconds. And I've got this right here is, there's no sorting conditions, but you are required to have one of those coins. So I just want to see how this goes. I'm probably going to get squished heavily, because this is a very, this is a more painful, and I think I'm going to use him because he's in my Discord channel. I don't know, maybe he is too. Sorry if you are, and I didn't notice. So let's go ahead. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, that's annoying. Look at that, fortress token required. You need 1, and it takes 22. I mean, I've got 22. It takes me down to 21. That's annoying. So we're going to go ahead and sortie on this. And, yep, date change. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Give me a moment. Okay, so I started recording a little bit earlier than I needed to because I wanted to come in and show you something really fast. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, so you come into missions after the day is refreshed, and the way you get your rewards from the previous day is you come into the arena and it'll pop up and automatically tell you right here, like that. So look, I get 20 Haros and 4 Nippers, and anyway, so, and then you get 12 arena coins. So we're going to go ahead and do these since this is all about one-on-one. Let's see, I am T, they are T, so it doesn't really matter. So we have basically the same advantage, no advantage, either of us, so that works really good for overdrive mode. And I do want to do that other overdrive mode. Ooh, that's new. They didn't do that before. I do want to go do that complete ultimate. I don't remember. It was a fun pun, but it wasn't effective if I can't remember it. And look at that. Look how difficult how hard it is to kill him. He's like end zone, like SS ranking. Oh, no, a word about that, a note about that. It starts at F, and it goes E, D, C, B, A, S, and then SS. And as from what I understand from talking to my brothers who speak Japanese and my husband who understands all of this, the reason it does that is because the Japanese alphabet has S and SS above it. And let's see, I am not going to do this top dude right here because look at that, P over T, so spit. He has the attribute over me, advantage over me. So we are going to go ahead and do one of these long shooters. And if you notice, the points is the same because I'm not close enough up to ranking up. So, or because I just ranked up or whatever, we'll figure that out together. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this long shooter here. And allow me to try to concentrate while trying to record. That's the problem with doing these videos. Like I'm trying to pay attention to not wasting people's time by stopping and thinking, and then a lot of the time I'll end up picking the wrong suit to go up against. That's pretty cool looking. Okay, so I think he did damage because he has a bazooka. That's something you're going to keep watch out for. Bazookas do area damage. They do splash damage, basically. Area damage, not really splash damage. And so that will drop your multiplier if you get even smidgen of attacked or hurt. So let's go and see. Other people, like they do, they rank up every time with all of these. It's because they're running suits that are absolutely freaking amazing. And I am not. Oh, but look at that, number 5. I think that's worth a screenshot. Check that out. It's probably because I just started. Because I just started playing. So let's go ahead and see if we can find me in here. What the heck? Oh, 8. I've already dropped down. But check this out. I am so screenshotting that. I've never been that high before. It won't last because other people are going to be way beating me. Okay, so let's see. Long shooter T and T and T. That's really good. So we're going to go for the lower CPWR because when nobody has the advantage, you go for the one that you're easier to fight against. And by the way, long shooters are almost always going to be the easiest to fight because long shooters on auto aren't terribly intelligent. Okay, let's see how this one goes. I love how my wings go down through the ground. I wish it would scale to size, honestly. Okay, he's got a beam gun, which means he's not going to... Oh, come on. I clicked it. There we go. His gun is beam, which means he's not going to do area damage against me, which means I don't take any hits. There we go. Rank up. CB. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and see where I am now. Please be like ranked number 1. I won't be, but that would be pretty freaking awesome. And I'll be able to say, look, Char, I'm higher than you. That's all that matters, right? Number 5. It's because everybody, look at that. It's only because I'm recording right now. That's the only reason why it's like doing so high, doing so good. Okay, so that was my last one. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, which is what I was planning on doing until the time change. Okay, Capital-timate. Okay, let's see how this goes. Squish, and sorry, Meijin Kai or whatever. Oh, Anami and Vanye. I know both of you. We're going to go with Anami, though, because he's one of my officers. So, over my Discord server. Make sure everything's set here, and here we go. Let's see how this goes for me. It's going to be pretty difficult, and if I die, I won't blame it on Anami. I might not. Actually, I think I've blamed him before for dying. That's not very fair, okay, Andrea? That's not fair. Anyway, I'm going to delete my other screenshot of me being ranked 8 because ranked 5 is better, guys. Like I said, it's only because I played right after the refresh. Okay. A little bit nervous here. I have to defeat one enemy. Hey, I think I took the killing shot. Check out all that metal. Look at all those Gunpla killing each other. And I've got the attribute. The advantage. That's funny. I'm having a hard time with that one. Attribute advantage. I am not using my my beam gun. I'm saving it for the emergency. This is actually going way easier. I do have a much more powerful squad now. So before everybody kills everybody, we're going to actually do full saber attack. That was my dude, wasn't it? And look. I did damage every time. That's pretty awesome. Full saber attack. What? So one of those was mine and one of those was Anami's. Bisect. That one's mine. That's Galio. He just healed us. I'm going to shoot him while he's in the air. Bisect. That one's Galio's. No, yeah, so maybe the other one was Inami. Unless they're letting me do my my EXs twice per. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, that one actually much easier than I expected it to. So it expires. A ticket used for... Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. Watch this. What the heck? Okay, here we go. We're going to rematch with ticket. We're going to see what happens when you do this multiple times. Because I've got a bajillion. And Anami, you're welcome. I hope you really wanted a whole ton of friend points. By the way, when this screen comes up, you don't get as many points. I wonder if that's gonna be affecting me. I'd have to do it on auto, but I'm not in the mood to do it on auto. I'm gonna skip ticket the whole thing. Oh, rewards obtained. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end. I don't know. Let's go ahead. We'll go over to the capsules and see how that goes. I want to be able to show you all the way through completion, whatever, what the process is for the Capital-timate mission. Yeah, you're not going to get the bonuses out of that if you're doing that one on auto. On skip tickets, unfortunately. So it should be over here. Event Gunpla part, pick up parts capsule. See, I only got one. I wasted so many of those freaking tokens. Dang it. Anyway, let's just do it. We'll do it one time. Just for kicks and giggles, right? I want that back, by the way. I did not get the back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now and go have fun playing that mission on auto. And that's pretty much it for today. I will do another video on the 3-on-3 arena once that's available. They usually have the arenas, the 1-on-1 arena available more often than 3-on-3. So it might be a little bit before I get to that, but either way, I hope this was helpful for you. Go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to be alerted to future videos. I do daily videos on GBGW. Join my Discord server, and link is in the description, and that's pretty much it. I will talk to you all later. Bye.